You guys are here. I'm trying to show you guys some gameplay of the new RYTEC AMR sniper and the MX9 SMG coming to COD Mobile in Season 6. Test server just got an update with these two new weapons here, new melee weapons, new battle royale vehicle, new completionist camo, more news on zombies, and then leaks for the lucky draws for Season 6. So I'm going to talk about all that here, go over this new test server update. So what you're seeing gameplay of right now is the MX9 SMG. Now the test server is pretty glitchy right now, so I wasn't able to get a whole lot of gameplay for it, but I was able to get into a couple of games to show you guys gameplay of the new sniper and SMG, but not as much as I would have liked. But here's the MX9, pretty good SMG. Now just like the Peacekeeper, the attachments for it, like the attachments have very few cons. So if you notice, like for the Peacekeeper, a lot of the attachments have like no cons, it's just pros. Same thing for the MX9, it is a gun also from Black Ops 4. The Peacekeeper was in multiple Black Ops games, but this MX9 specifically from Black Ops 4. Again, the attachments for this weapon have like very few cons to them, so all the attachments are pretty good. The build I have on it right now is like more of a longer range build, I guess you could say. Has very little recoil, so that's the build I have with this weapon. That's interesting gameplay of right now. With the RYTEC AMR, which you'll see in a little bit here, I went with the fastest ADS speed possible. So it's like the RYTEC by itself, and I'll get to what I mean by saying by itself in a second here, but the RYTEC by itself is decent, nothing too crazy. I think the Locust, DLQ is still better and whatever. But if you use the RYTEC with their specific ammunition attachments, it could be an interesting weapon. I haven't gotten a chance to use them yet. I might do a separate video on these specific attachments in a couple of days here, so stay tuned for that. But there's a thermite mag and an explosive mag. So for the thermite mag, obviously you gain the thermite mag. But the con is plus 25% ADS time, which is a pretty big hit for this weapon because it's already not the fastest mobility-wise and ADS speed-wise. The explosive mag gets you the plus 25% ADS time, plus 60% fire interval, and plus 11.6% sprint to fire delay. So it's going to make this weapon a lot slower, but obviously the explosive mag is going to be a lot stronger than the thermite mag. I have a feeling the thermite mag, unless it's like broken when it releases, no one's really going to use it. But this explosive mag can be definitely super interesting, so we'll see how that is. Again, I might do a separate video on these attachments in a couple of days here, so stay tuned for that. So the other stuff in the test server, let's talk about the completionist camo first. There's the Ether Crystal completionist camo. So when you try to acquire it, which you can't acquire it obviously, it tells you to play the Undead Siege mode. So that's what the Zombies mode is going to be called, the Undead Siege mode. And there's a completionist camo associated with this mode, which is nice. So Ether Crystal, when you actually move the weapon, it's animated, but if you're standing still, it's not animated, so it's kind of interesting. And other stuff in the test server, Muscle Car Battle Royale vehicle. So if you play Battle Royale, new vehicle coming, the Muscle Car. Two new melee weapons are in the test server, the Wrench and the Machete. The Machete is actually not usable in the test server, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be a Season 7 thing. But the Wrench is actually usable and unlockable, so that should be coming in Season 6, so that'll be interesting. Now the last thing I want to talk about is lucky draw leaks. There's been a couple of them in the test server, of course, a bunch of leaks and stuff. So the first one, the RYTEC AMR is getting a mythic version, so that'll probably be the seasonal challenge weapon, I guess. And then the MX9 will be in the battle pass, because of course the MX9 is also getting a legendary version also. The AGR 556 is getting a legendary, and the DRH is getting a legendary too. So those are the 4 confirmed lucky draws for the season. Then of course there's also some small UI changes, some settings updates, that kind of thing, but nothing too major. But it's pretty much all I want to talk about for this test server update. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of these weapons so far? If you've used them in the test server, what do you guys think? Just based on gameplay, you think these are good? I really think the MX9 will be definitely good. The RYTEC AMR is going to depend on that explosive mag attachment, which again, I'm going to do a separate video on the attachments for the RYTEC AMR, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Peace.